This is BBC World News. I'm Kasia, Madera. Our main stories. A major setback for women's rights in Afghanistan. As women demand to return to work in the ministry that promotes their affairs, the Taliban rename it the Ministry for the Propagation of Virtue and Prevention of Vice. Also from Afghanistan, we have a special report on the families forced to sell their children's clothes to pay for food.
The war might have come to an end, but this is where you see the utter desperation that so many Afghans are living in right now.
England eases restrictions for international travel, scrapping the need for expensive COVID tests for fully vaccinated travellers arriving from abroad. A stark new warning on climate change from the UN, as it says global temperatures could be on course to increase by nearly twice the agreed limit. And tennis's teenage sensation returns home from the US Open to rewatch her victory on television with mum and dad in London.
Last night I actually just rewatched the final and tried to relive a couple of the moments and remember how it felt. So it is sinking in a little bit more.
A warm welcome to BBC World News. Since the Taliban took control of Afghanistan last month, women's groups have feared a crackdown that the freedoms they'd enjoyed in the last 2 decades in the country. Today, more of those fears appear to be taking shape as the Taliban renamed the Ministry of Women's Affairs as the new department to enforce strict Islamic moral law. Well, the building in Kabul now bears the sign of the Ministry for the Propagation of Virtue and the Prevention of Vice. You can see them actually replacing the sign at the ministry itself in Kabul. Well, this all came as videos posted on social media showed a group of women employees outside the ministry building, urging the Taliban to allow them to return to work. Well, our BBC World News reporter Sadaba Hadere, who was born in Afghanistan, explained the role of the ministry during the first Taliban regime.